So, my husband's ankles have been swollen the last couple of days, so he went to the doctor and had some labs done. Because as a child, he had nephrotic syndrome, which is with the kidneys. That's all y'all really need to know. It's with the kidneys. Well, the results came back unfavorably. He's definitely having a relapse. We don't know why. He hasn't had a relapse in 16 years. This is primarily a childhood disease that most children grow out of by the time they're adults, which it seemed he had. He hasn't had a relapse in 16 years. His doctor even said that after not having one for 10 years, he's considered cured, not in remission, but he's had a relapse. The last time his blood work was done, like 2 years ago, his blood sugars were on the high side. They were still within normal range, but they were at the very top. They were 99. His fasting blood sugars, first thing in the morning, were 99. My kids are being cycled right now. They had a lot of fun at BBS, and they have a lot of energy. Anywho, so that's happening. I'll keep you posted. I'm kind of stressed out. Here's. Okay, you guys, I'm really sorry that I hopped off my live so quickly last night. My husband works 16-hour shifts, and he doesn't get home till 7 o'clock in the morning. But he actually walked through the door shortly after midnight last night. I told you about his swelling and that he's got kidney issues. Well, he was nauseous and really dizzy and had to come home early from work. And he never comes home early from work. So, don't worry about him. If y'all could pray for him, that would be fabulous. Thank you. Okay, you guys. So, I love... Yo. So check why. Hey, okay, y'all. Alright, so I don't really have words. So my husband needs a kidney biopsy, so he's gonna miss more work. So I don't really know how we're gonna buy food. I have an ear infection. I literally have wax dripping out my ear, the way water drips out your ear when you get out of the pool. It's disgusting, and it's really painful. Right now is time for all the refills for all of the medications that my kids and I have to take. And my husband has very expensive medications for his kidneys, so we just dropped a couple $100s at the pharmacy. I just had to do a class for communication for my daughter with her speech delay to figure out where we're going to go from here, which is going to cost even more money. And I just got diagnosed with sleep apnea, so I have more appointments I have to go to for that. And I have to get a machine, which is going to cost even more money. So if y'all could say a prayer for me, I'd really appreciate it. I'm definitely being tested. I need to remember to lean on him. Okay, so for everybody telling me I should just go get food stamps or temporary assistance, okay, hang on, I need to change my attitude. Most of you are trying to be helpful, and I appreciate that. To the people that have an attitude about it, my husband makes too much money, we don't qualify for assistance. They don't take into account that we have obscene medical bills. They don't take that into account. They take into account how much you make before taxes, not after, and the size of your family. Sometimes they'll take into account how much you pay for rent and utilities, but not always. It really depends on the worker that you have. And based on my husband's income and the size of our family, we don't qualify. They don't care that we're spending several $100s on medical expenses every month and that we have a $500 car payment. And that we're spending hundreds of dollars every week to pay for a water leak in our kitchen that we're still fixing 10 months later. So those of you that are suggesting that to be helpful, thank you, but it won't work. But for those of you that have a freaking attitude about it, be nice. So do you say here I am? So time for guys. So my husband had to go into work today to tell them basically that, he's going to be out of work and he needs to use whatever vacation time or sick time he had. It looks like he's probably going to have to apply for FMLA. And so the way his job works is he gets paid the first of every month for the whole month. And And then on the 15th, he gets paid for any overtime he worked the previous month because he's salaried. Well, when he went in to go talk to them about that fact that he's sick, he didn't work any overtime last month, so he never picked up an overtime check this month. Somehow, somewhere, something got messed up previously or something, and he got like underpaid. So he got an overtime check today. So we don't have to worry about money right now. I mean, it's going to be really tight. I had to buy boxes of mac and cheese for lunch. But hey, that's food. Guys, I just barely got time to work. Hubby's kidneys want to fail and he can't go to work, so guess what? Now I'm the primary child rearer, the primary house cleaner, the primary chef, and the primary provider. Because that's what a marriage is, you guys. It's two people in a partnership. Yep, I'm a stay-at-home mom. That is true. My husband's the one with a job. That doesn't mean we're not equals. When my knee was messed up, guess what? My husband helped clean the house and take care of the kids and make meals. Now that my husband's down and out, I'm getting my ass to work and I'm helping provide. All you youngins, keep that in mind. Marriage is a partnership. Just because you have two different roles doesn't mean you're not equal. Men and women were created differently. We are fundamentally different. We have different strengths and we have different weaknesses, and that is okay. But now I gotta get back to work. Oh. So, about... Okay, so...
You
Okay, people are...
100 bad days made 100 good stories. 100 good stories make me interesting at parties.
100 bad days made 100 good stories. 100 good stories make me interesting at parties, yeah.
Hey guys, so if you want... Hey guys, watch this. Hey guys, watch... Okay, so I can't sing. Y'all, this is just... Let's talk about the truth about... How does... friendly reminder, you guys.
Hey, yo.
So, several people... The guys, I might have enough... Okay.
You know, I'm pretty sure I was...
Y'all. You know what? Okay, I gotta rescue the kid.
Ayo, severe.
Snakes and...
So, okay, this is... I keep hearing... Okay, I saw...
I'm gonna...
Y'all, let's play. Don't you partly pay? Hey guys, so... Okay, I did not want to have to make a video. So if you weren't... So this is for everyone still to read the caption on my...
TikTok here is your TikTok.
Hey you guys. Hey you guys. Hey y'all, I've heard this audio. Okay, a little update on Winchester. This is to,
Snakes and stones.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Y'all just... So after a very long night, Winchester's still... So I just got a phone call from our freaking electric company telling me that they're going to shut our power off in the next 24 hours unless we make a payment. This whole time, I've been worried about food and feeding the kids because my husband can't work, and I completely forgot about the rest of the effing bills. I literally just dropped my husband off at his kidney biopsy. And because I have all of the kids with me, I can only DoorDash, I can't do Shipt, which is not a whole lot of money. Definitely not enough to pay the power bill. My husband's going to be out of work for a little while longer. So, yeah. Get ready, kids. This is what adulthood looks like. It's really not that great. I miss the days when the most stressful thing in my life was if I studied for my finals. My God, I need sleep. So I just got a phone. Okay, guys, can you guys help me out? I need some ideas for ways to make money relatively quickly that I can raise funds. I need to raise some money within the next, 12 hours. She wants to say hi. Hold on. Say hi. I don't want to ask people for money. I hate asking for money. I don't want to do a GoFundMe type thing. I don't want to do it. I hate doing that. I know something like a car wash would take time to organize. Same with like if I don't know, sold cookie dough or did some sort of bake sale kind of thing, right? I can't get a loan. We are drowning in student loan payments. I can't get a loan, okay? So that's not an option. So yeah, does anybody have any ideas for me? Because I'm usually pretty resourceful and good at this sort of thing, but since I was up with the kitten all night, I haven't had any sleep. Yeah. So my brain's not working well. No, you can't touch that. No. So anyways, I would appreciate some help brainstorming. Okay guys, can you guys help me out? Some ideas for where. Just want to tell you all, thank you so much for the suggestions. I don't really have a lot to sell. But, I just listed my Xbox 360 and my sewing machine and the walker, the bouncer, the rocking chair, a box of old baby toys, the crib, and the changing table. It does not feel good. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So I just wanted to let you guys know I am not I don't know the word I'm looking for. Basically, okay, things are hard right now. Yeah, they are. That's part of life, though. The last 10, 11 months have been really rough. It has been just one thing after another after another. Giant leak in our kitchen. We're still trying to fix the damage from the water leak. I mean, we still don't have a kitchen sink, y'all. On top of that, this summer, we were supposed to be able to replace our air conditioner. But we can't because we're trying to get a kitchen sink and counters and everything done. And now my husband is sick. I mean, yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's really freaking hard. But sometimes life is hard. I know what doesn't kill me is only gonna make me stronger. I know that God will use this experience to sanctify me. So I may be struggling right now, but I'm okay. I just wanted to... So, I picked my husband up. Biopsy's done. And a few people are interested in buying some of the stuff I put up, so I think we'll be okay. But honestly, if my power got shut out for a couple of days, it wouldn't be the end of the world because thankfully the heat wave is dying down right now, so it's supposed to be in the 80s the next several days. And we can easily cook on the grill and make salads like we already do, so. Winchester still's not eating though. I'm worried about him. So at Marlena Winchester finally latched. I'd tell you all the funniest. Hey, homeschool. So everybody keeps asking to see the. So it's a trend. Hey guys. So Winchester passed. So since I've been having some. Let me. Hey y'all, I'm gonna come here to bitch about. I want to hopefully educate some. Y'all. Yeah. Okay, where my mama's at. Yes, be the key.
Where's that walking? How you paralyze me. Now you're showing up inside my home. Breathing deep into the phone. So unprepared. I'm fucking scared.
I'm so frustrated right now. I contacted the welfare office again and tried to see what we could possibly qualify for. I told them, my husband got a new check today. He can't cash it till Monday. But it's a fraction of what he usually makes. So I called and I was like, well, we got another check and it's tiny, so we should be able to qualify now. So we start going through the questions, and one of the freaking questions is, do you expect your pay to change at all in the next 3 months? Well, yeah, his kidneys should be better within 3 months, so his pay should go back up. But apparently we're not going to be broke for long enough, so we don't qualify for the welfare office. And I said I'm going to make jokes about it so I don't have a mental breakdown, but I'm having a freaking mental breakdown. Seriously, what we're going through right now is why the welfare system exists. Like, this is the whole point of it. I could get money when I was a single mom and not working, and not trying to work either. Honestly, I was lazy. And now that we actually need help and we're trying as hard as we can't get it. I'm legit sitting in my car to charge my phone right now. Don't know why I'm bothering to charge my phone, because even if I was getting orders for work, I can't even work my job, because that's how much effing gas we have left. I've put up so much baby stuff on OfferUp. I've put up my sewing machine that I freaking use. Put up the paper shredder, the Xbox 360, the Xbox One. Nobody's buying anything. We put my husband's truck up for sale and nobody's... My husband insists he's gonna go back to work tomorrow night, but he's still really swollen. He can't even fit his shoes inside his boots because his feet are so swollen because his freaking kidneys aren't working. Hell, and even if they weren't swollen, we don't have enough gas for him to get to work. And I am freaking out. I'm legit. I promise I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I just feel like I have to get it out. I'm holding it together for my husband because he cannot handle the stress and he feels like he's a failure because he's not providing, even though he can't freaking help that he got sick. So I just needed a place to let it all out. Because I can't hold it all in. I'm so tired of having to be the rock for everybody and having to be strong for everybody. I've taken the brunt of all of our financial burdens on me to deal with because I don't want him to be stressed out. When Judah was in the hospital, I handled all the medical decisions and everything because that's what I study and that's my specialty, so my husband didn't deal with any of that. When he died, I planned the funeral and I set up the GoFundMe for his freaking expenses for the funeral. And I'm the one who the whole family leaned on, and through every job change, it's just... I'm tired of being the one that has to... I'm so stressed out. Anyways, so I'm sitting in the car charging my phone and I'm listening to Christian radio and I am just praying and I need to get a grip. My kids are going to freak out. If they see me freaking out, they're going to freak out. All you young people, God, you don't even understand how hard it is to be an adult. Before you even have kids, add kids into the mix and now there's these little creatures that freaking depend on you, so God forbid anything happen. Remember, when you criticize people, remember that you are one paycheck away from being homeless. We are all just one paycheck away from being homeless. We are. When you have little tiny creatures that completely depend on you, it's very, very stressful to think about that. I have a serious blood disorder. What if something happens and I need to be hospitalized and I can't work? While my husband's kidneys are acting up and he can't work. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen to our kids? Now my anxiety's taking over and I'm thinking of worst case scenarios that are not even remotely applicable right now. I just really need a lot of prayers, you guys. Anyways, I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to pull myself together and I am going to keep pushing forward and I'm going to make it through the end of this day and I will just take it as it comes. Thankfully, it's not over 100 degrees, so it's okay that we don't have any freaking power. Although we're trying to eat all the dairy in our fridge as fast as we can so it doesn't go bad. But anyways, I just needed to vent and I wanted to ask you guys to pray for us. I'm usually so resourceful, but everything's just escaping me right now. Which is probably because of the lack of sleep. But, just pray for us, please. If anything, just for peace. Like, I really, honestly, the worst could happen. And as long as I've got the peace, it's okay, you know? I had peace when Judah died. I just am focusing too much on the money and I'm not focusing enough on Jesus. And I need to focus on him and calm the fuck down. Freaking T-ball tonight, and I don't know if I have a gas to get them there. Anyways, okay, I swear to God, this is gonna be my last downer video. I swear. My neighbor found a couple more kittens that I have to go get. I'm so thankful I have a rescue backing me, so I don't have to worry about paying for kitten formula or anything like that. And honestly, they are a very, very nice distraction. They help me feel like I have a purpose, like I'm doing something good. I gave in to you guys, though. I don't ask people for money. I don't do it. My parents used to make me call family members when we needed money for power or food or whatever. Growing up, I have a serious complex about asking for money. I don't like asking for money. Like, I'm a grown woman. I can figure this out. I can do this. Like, I'm an adult. I don't need to bum money off of people. I can earn money. Like, but I feel like I have to put my kids' welfare above my pride. And several of you messaged me on Instagram and asked me to donate. So I made a GoFundMe. I'm only asking for prayers, though. So I'm not asking anybody for any money. I swear to, I'm not asking you for money. I don't want money. I just want y'all to pray. That would be lovely. But for those of you that have been messaging me and asking and want to, I'm swallowing my pride. I literally feel physically ill right now. And I made a freaking GoFundMe. The link is the GoFundMe.com. It's my username /the_mommy_misfit. And I only put a total up there to get us through the month of July. That's it. And now that I got all that out, and I'm thoroughly embarrassed, and I feel like a failure as a mother and a provider, now I'm going to take my deep breath and calm down and put on a happy face and go play with my kids. So apparently I'm lying. Apparently my truck is not for sale right there. Apparently we're not selling our baby stuff, even though we were trying to get pregnant. My electricity totally hasn't been disconnected. Yeah, I'm lying about that too. And his kidneys aren't feeling. His ankles are puffy just because he's fat. That's the way they've always fucking looked. Oh, you don't believe me? What about all this fucking blood work he's had to have done because his fucking kidneys are failing? Look at his hospital. And yeah, there's no baseboards in my house because it didn't flood 10 months ago. We haven't been trying to pay that off, which is why we don't have a fucking kitchen sink or countertops. It's great living like that. I never asked for anybody's money. I just asked for people to pray. There were people who saw what we were going through and wanted to help, so I just gave them a means to do that didn't give away my identity or my location. Why would I make up a story like that? Who would lie about something like that? We don't know what we're gonna do. And then you have to go and leave comments like that. All I was looking for was some sort of support, some sort of camaraderie, people telling me that it was okay. And lots of people did, and then you had to go and ruin it with that arrogant-ass comment. You know what, though? I am going to make sure that when I go to bed tonight, I say a prayer for you, and that nobody kicks you when you're down. Because that did not feel good. You guys, I don't know if you can see. Can you? I don't know if the camera's really picking it up. But my hands are shaking right now. I don't have words. That's how totally overwhelmed I am right now. Not a bad overwhelmed either. It's a good overwhelmed. It's like a happy relieved overwhelmed. I'm gonna ask a few people if it's okay if I shout them out. But there have been a handful of people that have shown an unbelievable amount of generosity. My husband's planning on going to work tonight, but his foot doesn't even fit in his flip-flops now, let alone his work boots. And he was kind of freaking out about it, and I hadn't told him about this. So when he was gonna try to go to work, and I was like, you can't, you are still sick. You guys. So yeah, I told him, like, no, you can't, like, you're still sick. How are you gonna get your boots on? How are you gonna get your pants on? Like, how? And he's a correctional officer, for those of you that don't know, so he has to walk and take counts. He's been on his feet for hours at a time, and he's physically incapable of doing that. And he was like, I have to go to work, like, we can't pay for anything, I have to figure out a way to do it. So I told him about what you guys did, and he cried. He was so relieved. And I know he's been really stressed out, so I have been trying to show him that I'm not stressed out, and I'm just so thankful. I really was not expecting that. I'm so overwhelmed. And gratitude doesn't even, like, begin to scratch the surface. That's such an understatement. I've been working all day so far today, only stopping to come home and feed the kids. So, yeah. Anyways, I've only been not working to feed, look at my hands. I've only stopped working to feed the kittens so they stay alive. Which, by the way, after this, I will post an update on the kittens for you guys. And I've only got 2 orders all day. Been driving around trying to get orders, and, almost completely out of gas. But I did manage to make $15. So I can do a fast pay deposit for that and put that in the car and work even more. Saturday evenings are usually pretty busy for DoorDash, so hopefully I get some good stuff. And Sundays are usually pretty busy for ships, so hopefully I get a lot of good orders tomorrow. But the contractor that is fixing our kitchen has been texting me and bugging me about paying him. We owe him like $7,000 more. And with the response I've gotten, I think we'll be able to make it to the end of this month, so maybe I can sell my husband's truck and then use that money to pay the contractor. And then we might finally get our kitchen fixed. And that's all because of you guys. Anyways, I've only... So, thank you. Thank you doesn't even quite do it justice. I really don't know what to say. I'm shocked. I mean, the people who had messaged me and wanted a way to help, I made the GoFundMe for, and I was thinking, like, maybe I was going to get $20. I mean, I'm so shockingly overwhelmed while I wait for an order to come in. I mean, I obviously can't turn on my straightener or anything. I'm going to try to do something with my hair and throw some makeup on and make some TikToks for you guys. Just whatever I could do to make you smile. Try to be uplifting and just all the kind words and the support that I've got over the last 24 hours. I just want to give you guys something back and let you know how much I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. So, Rescue the Kitty. By the way, I want to say thank you guys that suggested Let Go. I'd never even heard of it, so
I just killed a baby frog.
Why'd you kill a baby frog?
Because he was hopping, he was mean, and he was stupid. Because he was stupid to me.
He was stupid?
No,
But he was just a frog.
But he was mean to me.
you guys guess what? Hey guys, so my phone just died. On my live. I'm very sorry. It's charging now in the car while I'm heating the kittens up because they're too little to heat themselves up, and I obviously can't put them on a heating pad when I don't have power. I just took a Benadryl and I'm waiting for that to kick in, and while I'm waiting for that, I wanted to take a moment to thank some very special people. At Monica Trickett, at Mama Peckin, and at Suicidal Hippie Bunny. Between the 3 of them alone, not even counting the dozens of amazing and very generous donations from others, just between the 3 of them, our rent is paid for the month. Our kids are probably going to have enough summer clothes, and our power's going to be turned back on Monday. That's why we pray. God put my video in front of the exact people who needed to see it. No, I don't have to stress about that. I can focus on putting food on the table and helping my husband get better. So I've seen some people have... Okay. Rescue. Okay, I'm gonna let you know how... Everybody get... Hey y'all, hey you guys,
Nobody likes...
Hey guys, so... I haven't posted anything super... So I'm coming to you guys with an update. The first deposit from the fundraiser hit our bank account today, so our power's back on and our rent is paid. I did not work today because we had a lot of doctor's appointments. I had to go to a sleep clinic. I have sleep apnea and they're working on figuring out treatment for me, so I had to pick up a machine to test. My husband had to have more blood work done, and then he had a doctor's appointment. And then our youngest had her speech therapy. I unfortunately have to take our older two children out of their baseball and t-ball because with me working 15 hours a day, I don't have time to take them to practice. Because my husband's doctor's appointment today, he took him out of work for another month. So I'm adding Uber Eats to the mix too, to hopefully get more orders. And I applied to a temp agency that I used to work at to see if they have anything for me. And I had a talk with the older kids about helping out more. You know, helping out around the house while we're picking up the floor, helping wash dishes and stuff, because my husband has put on 20 more pounds of water weight, and he's at a point where he almost can't bend his knees. So he can't do anything around the house while I'm at work. I'm going to have to go buy food for the week, and I'm going to have to buy things that my 8-year-old can cook, since I won't be here, and my husband can't do it. I'm basically going to be leaving the house at 6 a.m. every morning so I can hopefully hit the breakfast rush and get even more orders. And I won't be home till probably around 11 o'clock at night. So I'm going to have to work all day and then come home and do whatever chores the kids can't do. You know, like dusting things that are higher up and mopping the floor and cleaning the bathrooms. Because they're only 6 and 8. So I'm going to be really tired and probably not as active on here because hopefully I will be getting orders. Sunday's the only day I won't work, so I'm going to be spending that with my family. So please keep praying for us. You know.
Hey, my.
Okay, so rescue the pity. Okay, I have huge news. We have a plan. So rescue the pity kid. Rescue the Kitties Part 14. Y'all, I've been up 6 a.m. and I went to bed at 1, so my brain's not working. This is the last update on Rescue the Kitties. The kitties are all going to the rescue today because I'm working anywhere from 12 to 16 hours each day. I cannot bottle feed them every few hours. And my husband does not have as much experience as I do and is not able to give them the care that they need. So they're going to the rescue, where another foster will pick it up before they get adopted out. So I did my job. I rescued them. We lost 3, but the other 8 are doing great. And they're healthy and they're good eaters, and they're going to go to the rescue. They're going to stay there the next couple weeks and then get adopted out. So mission completed. It was a success. We rescued the kitties. So, okay, I have huge news. We have a plan. My husband's biopsy results came in sooner than we thought. We have the results, and it does not look good. Basically, it's the same problem he has as a child. It's resurfacing as an adult, which very rarely happens, but is possible, obviously. Bad news is, when he has a relapse like this, it can take anywhere from 4 to 6 months to treat it, whereas when he was a child, it only took a few weeks. So that means he's going to be out of work for the next 3 to 4 months. Also, adults relapse more often than children. They tend to relapse every 6 to 12 months. So he's pretty much going to be needing treatment nonstop. So he's probably going to lose his job because there's a certain level of health you need to have in order to be in law enforcement. He's going to keep working as long as he possibly can, taking FMLA and temporary disability as he needs to, because basically he's going to be on long-term disability the rest of his life once he loses his job. People with nephrotic syndrome usually live off of disability. Okay, I have huge news. So, big news and update, part 2. So because he's going to be on disability, that means we have to do a major role change in our house. So while he's continuing to work as long as he can, and while he's getting his temporary disability and stuff, I, as you all know, am a pre-med student. One of the things you need before you apply for medical school is some sort of experience, usually some sort of internship or shadowing or something. All the hospital experience I have with Judah actually counts as that, but that was a few years ago. So Judah's cardiologist and I still keep in contact, and several of the members at the hospital. So I was going to shadow and get that experience that way. But now with this happening, I'm actually going to go get my EMT certification, because that's actually good medical experience to have on your medical school application. Program starts August 2nd. I have no idea how I'm going to pay for it. If you have it in your heart to donate money for my tuition, I would appreciate that. Yes, I'm actually asking for money this time. It's a 6-week course, and then my husband will be home with the kids, and I'll be the one. So, big news and update. So, we'd appreciate a lot of prayers as we go through this big transition. My husband's going to be taking over homeschool. While I'm working, I will still be working towards my bachelor. It's probably going to take a little bit longer than 2 more years now, since I'm going to be working full-time. And then hopefully we will be able to live off of loans once I'm in medical school, because usually medical school students can get pretty decent loans, because obviously they'll be able to pay it back once they're doctors and make a buttload of money. So while we're a little overwhelmed because our roles are about to shift drastically, and our life is about to change drastically. We're at least a little less freaked out because now we at least have a plan. So as long as I can just work my ass off through the month of July and figure out a way to pay for the EMT course and certification process and everything, then it should be good. As an EMT, I'll actually still make less money than he does, but I'll be making more than I make now. So we're going to downgrade our cell phone plan and things like that to be able to make do with the lesser pay. Thank you guys for praying. Please keep praying, okay? I love you. So I'm working, so I haven't been able to really answer much yet with the beyond like quick little comments or heart. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'm excited to undergo this transition, but also scared. I'm worried about the kids more than anything else, like how they're going to react and how they're going to cope with daddy being home now and mommy working. That's a really big transition for them. And also, lots of people want to know how to donate. If you want to donate, there's a GoFundMe that's set up. It's currently set up for 2 months of living expenses plus tuition, not including what I estimate I will be able to make from my work. It's gofundme.com/f/themommymisfit. No underscores or anything, just the mommy misfit. If you want to donate and not have a portion of it taken out, because GoFundMe does take a portion of every donation, then there's also my Venmo, which is, I just had to check it. It's the same username as here. It's v_mommy_misfit. I don't have a PayPal, sorry. Huge thank you for all the donations. And remember, if you can't donate, your prayers are more than enough, and we so appreciate those too. Okay, so I'm working, so I haven't been able